It's
Your recorder.
But where they now?
So,
Welcome back to another exciting episode of When Shrimp Ride Men, episode 7.
today is just going to be an hour-long recorder session from Ryan.
But where they now?
Okay, so do you just want to start with 48 hours since I know everybody's like itching to Google it?
Googling it.
All right, everybody Google the 48-hour challenge.
Boom. Police warn about the 48-hour challenge.
Oh no.
what is this shit?
What? All I can find are like fucking police warnings.
You're supposed to go missing for 48 hours?
Yeah. So it says, this is from a news report. It says, first it was the Tide Pod Challenge, then the Bird Box Challenge. Now we have the 48-hour missing challenge. It happens on Facebook where teens are apparently daring each other to go missing for 48 hours with the goal being to have a missing post for them show up on social media.
That's fucking badass.
This isn't new. This has been popping up since 2017.
I'll do it, and it's just gonna be my text messages screen of Diddy being like, "You at work?"
Hello.
Because I mean, really, like if I close, like I won't see Diddy for like 2 or 3 days in a row, and he'll just show up like on like the 3rd or 4th day and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Like that's it.
And my dad would just. Usually I'll leave on like Friday and come back Sunday, and my dad's just like, "Oh, you decided to come home."
It's a very interesting challenge there.
So we doing it?
I
All right.
Yeah, see ya.
don't think any of us really have like
Anybody that cares about us enough to look for us?
pretty much. I mean, Carla would probably get freaked out, but she probably would like.
Just calling like, Ryan,
Yeah, she
where
probably
are
would
you?
She'd just call me a bunch, and then she'd be like, "Are you mad at me?" That's usually what she fucking texts if I don't fucking answer the phone. She's like,
Well, if you don't call her every single night directly at fucking 12 a.m.,
I don't call her.
you're grounded.
She calls me,
Grounded.
and she's on daytime, so that doesn't happen anymore.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. So
Is it supposed to snow tonight?
Was changed.
it is. It is. There is plenty of ice outside my house right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hope it snows.
it
Well, they
is.
kept sending me
Pretty
things
hard.
like, it was like, like, it's winter storm warning, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, I was going over the stuff for it, and it's, for apparently in Boonville, it's never, I mean, Boopsville, it's never going to hit below 34 degrees. Isn't 32 freezing?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be alright. Just a little wet. It'll still probably end up snowing a little bit. Because who knows? Google's not accurate.
One time I was browsing through Reddit, and apparently there was this guy who thought it could only freeze at 32 degrees. If it got 31, it couldn't freeze anymore. 32 is the only freezing temperature.
At 31, it just evaporates. All water ceases to
awesome.
exist. That's why global freezing is such a huge issue.
I saw one a thread today. No dumb questions. It was like, if you walked out bare ass and farted, could you see your fart cloud like you can your breath in the cold?
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We got to test that.
So, did anybody ever try to light their own farts on fire?
I've seen Ryan do it.
Oh shit! I've tried. I've never been successful.
It's literally just Ryan fucking shoving his lighter right up to his ass on the ground with his fucking legs basically behind his head. And he just goes,
You see this tiny little fucking flame come out?
I mean, that's really all it is. It's nothing like, I mean, hopefully you're not doing it with fucking methane
Bare ass.
buildup.
Fucking bare ass, just a gigantic fucking fart.
Scorches your ass hairs.
So, I've always heard that if you sprayed like an aerosol can into fire, that when you released it, it could travel back inside the can.
Me too.
Is that possible with you farting into the flame? Like, can you
They
fart?
say that.
I can
but
confirm, yes. I have 3rd-degree burns on my innards.
If you fucking fart and then your fucking sphincter gets burned, is that possible? Is that a thing? So,
New challenge. Fuck the 48-hour challenge. Time for the sphincter burning challenge.
yeah. Get fire to enter your asshole. Or you have
Ne-
to...
Next up on MTV, fucking Ass Inferno Challenge.
You know how the like exotic dancers will have the flames and then they swallow and then spit back out? You gotta do that but with your ass.
You just shove it in your ass.
Of course, Weldon fucking brings up putting shit in your ass. Taking
Nobody
it
said
back
you had
out.
to swallow, like, put something
Who
tangible.
said that was Weldon?
New topic. Can your ass swallow?
They did it on South Park.
It's gotta be true.
If it's on
Ugh.
South Park.
Can you imagine the feeling of your fucking intestines making the swallowing like your throat does?
Ugh. We'll talk about
Oh,
this. Get
yes.
out of here.
Everybody.
Does anybody actually middle click while they're in a browser? And
All the
use
time.
That to fucking scroll around instead of
Oh.
just
No.
using the scroll wheel.
If a page is really long, like if it's a long article and it doesn't have a back to top button, yes. I will scroll to the top by clicking and just dragging my mouse to the top of the screen.
Couldn't you just hit home?
My mouse wheel fucks up every so often, and I have to, like, the only way for me to continue scrolling, like, it will just stop scrolling, and I have to middle click the button in to get it to work. So, does that count?
I also use my mouse wheel to close tabs.
Yeah,
all
that's
kinds of
the
stuff
only
like
time I
that.
use it.
I fucking love being able to close tabs like that. So much
Pretty
faster
nice.
than hunting for the X.
I use mine to open tabs because mine's like 8 years old and it'll sometimes open up like 8 tabs of the same
Hell yeah.
thing.
Fucking duplicate tab. So Ryan, I'd tell you to roll the die, but as we know, we're very short on topics this week.
5.
Okay, our second topic of the night is going to be the Nintendo Direct. So the most recent one was on the 13th, so it was after we had already recorded last week's episode. But I feel like there's some stuff to talk about in here.
Yeah,
A little bit
Tetris
for
Battle Royale.
Stop hating! Fucking
Oh.
hater!
It's pretty cool.
So there was a picture on Reddit earlier of this guy who was like gigantic and buff, and it said he was a Tetris 99 player. And fucking Apex was down, and it was like this tiny, itty bitty little puny bastard.
You talking about Etika?
Maybe it could have been.
Etika posted one where it's just like a giant ripped, like, ASCII art of a bunny.
Oh yeah, I saw that. This was a real picture, but yeah, same concept.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good, pretty good. So from the Nintendo Direct, Dylan is into Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I was actually really excited for this one because I don't know. The more I think about it, Fire Emblem is so cool, but I think I really only liked it back when it had pixel graphics because that was really what was drawing me in. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna buy this new one and I'm gonna be like hyped for it, but I don't know. I I really like those pixel sprites, bro. And this new one, I don't know. I was really scared at first because they were like, oh, like in this
looks
new
weird.
one, I'm weird.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm weird.
I said it looks weird.
Yeah, well, yeah. So they posted, or they were showing off some like screenshot or like the videos for it and everything, and they were like, I thought it was weird that when you move one of your units or whatever, like you have like more like soldiers and stuff behind your character, like ready to attack. And I was like, that's kind of interesting, but like, I don't know. It used to just be like a one-on-one kind of deal, but from what I understand, it's literally just like the soldiers behind you act as like a second health bar almost, whereas like if your character gets hurt a lot, there's less characters behind you. So I was like, okay, maybe not like a huge deal. Like I thought they were like changing up like a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, no, don't do that.
It's like a
Right.
visual representation of you being in an actual war instead of it's just like, oh, here's one guy versus one guy.
Yeah,
That's the whole
exactly.
army. That's neat.
Well, when I watched the direct, of course I didn't watch it live because I just completely forgot. I skipped over this entire section because I care nothing about Fire Emblem. I've never cared for the games, but like looking back at it and actually watching the battles, they actually look really good. Like I actually really like how they look. Like even though
Yeah,
they're
I'm
not
actually-
pixel art, they're like it's almost like the way that Fighter Z looks, how it has that shell or cell shaded type look to it. Actually,
Yeah.
I really like it. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it actually, and I really like the. I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird that they're like, oh, you're like the ultimate badass, and you're gonna go and be a teacher. But I was like, okay, I give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna pick that fine ass hottie on that one team because the other two are dudes. So
Yeah.
next game.
So does anybody care about Dragon Quest here? I don't think so. Ryan, did you ever play Dragon Quest?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I played 8, I think.
Didn't you buy 11 and then refund it?
Yeah, because I want to get it on Switch when it comes out.
I don't blame you.
But
I've
yeah,
always-
Dragon Quest is cool. I don't know
I've
about
always
that-
heard.
that
Oh.
fucking Minecraft shit.
Yeah, I didn't
So-
much care for.
Back when I had my Vita, I actually had that game, and it was like one of the top rated games on the PS Vita store, which really means nothing because PS Vita is so unpopular. But it was one of the best like selling games on the Vita, and I played it a little bit. I thought it was kind of cool. It wasn't anything like fucking groundbreaking, but it was neat, I guess.
If I'm not
I
mistaken,
don't really. I won't buy the second one, but
I've always heard that the fucking Dragon Quest games are really fucking good, but I've never looked into them.
I could see you getting into them. It's basically like fucking Final Fantasy, but
Carry the way hammer, dude.
Yeah, I know he does character designs, and it really bothers me because like I'll see fucking commercials and like ads for them, and you can
I
tell.
think it's Dragon Ball Z characters.
You can fucking tell it's Akira all over fucking the fucking art for this. It's crazy.
Yeah, the main character of fucking the newest one looks basically just like Trunks, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking bowl cuts.
don't look at me.
Which, by the way, I am looking for a new game to play, so that I can record it and put it on the channel.
Go
So,
through. You guys know
Um,
Who said that?
if if it's any game I would love to play, there's just any game except for Goof Troop, I'd love to hear your ideas.
Donkey Kong 64.
So Super Mario Maker 2.
I'm actually kind of excited for that. I really didn't get into the first one all that much. Like, I didn't really justify it as a purchase.
Yeah, I told
But-
Carla.
I have a Wii U, so
I told Carla, I was like, dude, fucking Super Mario Maker 2 is coming out. And she was like, you didn't even play the first one all that much. I was like, damn it. I was like, I did like
Good
a
point.
little bit when it first came out, but like, I don't know. It looks so much more expanded upon. Like, the fucking ideas are so much further thought out. Like they have slopes now, which was something that everybody fucking wanted when it first came out. They have like all these new fucking power ups, the ability to hide power ups in trees. They have the cat suit. Like, oh man, there's so much. They have the fucking like tornado guys. They have so much.
The biggest
cool
thing that I
shit.
seen everybody was super excited for is they were like, "Oh my god, the starting platform doesn't look like it's detached from the rest of the level," and I was like, "Oh!"
That is true. So they have the ability to go to Super Mario 3D World, like in its entirety. That'll be a whole nother like level, just like they have regular Mario, Super Mario World, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool. I think that's pretty badass. They have the pipes. Like, I don't know. It's so much further expanded upon. I think it would be really fun. Like, I'm sure there's going to be things missing that would make it like a complete experience. And the fact that they feature Luigi at the very end just makes it fucking worthwhile to me. Probably going to buy it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I don't think anybody's really into that.
I remember playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 on the PS2 way back in the day. Jake and Derek really were into it, and I was like, this is alright, I guess, but I wasn't into the whole, like, it's a top-down superhero game, and I was like, not digging it.
Yeah.
So,
Box Boy and Box Girl.
That looks kind of fun.
It does look interesting, just like as a puzzle game.
Like that one game for the Switch that you and Macy played.
The
Superclips?
Yeah.
That shit is fucking hilarious. That shit is so fun.
That's
That'd be
pretty
fun.
cool.
That'd be fun to get fucking drunk to and play. Fucking quit cutting me, you fucker. The new Smash update.
Which
I didn't
was
really-
actually nothing.
Yeah, I really didn't see anything in here. Like, is it even like balancing or?
No, they didn't. They said this was their, hey, watch out, we're going to make the 3.0 news update soon. They didn't actually make any news.
And then
yeah, from what I understand, I think Joker's coming out with that update.
Okay.
What are they adding, Batman?
Treasure Tracker. So I actually had Treasure Tracker on the Wii, and I really do think that it is a fucking fun game to play. Like,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
so relaxing to
I
just
want
fucking
it.
like. God, it's so cool. And the fact that this one has multiplayer, you can literally just detach a Joy-Con and fucking play with a friend.
I really want it, but it's such a like simple game that I know that I probably won't play for that long, so I can't justify the purchase. So that's
Right.
any game really for me.
Ryan, will you be my Toadette?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Bloodstained, I don't think anybody cares about that. That's the Dragon Quest Builder game. Some. You guys into oh,
Super
okay.
King?
Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Are you no you're not. Starlink, which is, Star Fox, but rebranded for some reason.
I don't understand
Playing
that.
Slippy
I think
now.
it's a whole different game because I think they made it to where you can play as the Star Fox characters in the game. Like, I don't think it was originally like just Star Fox characters. Like, it's some sort of collaboration, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
What is the one? I don't know if it was announced or what, but with the stringy kind of thing you can use. It's a puzzle game. Not
Unravel?
the block one. What?
Unraveled?
Oh,
You talking about the game where you're the little yarn dude and you got a little yarn trail behind you?
yes, that looked really cool actually.
I don't think we're tired.
I know the one that you're talking about, Dylan. I thought that looked really cool.
You're talking about the game out I'm talking about?
The one that you're trying to say is what one's thinking about.
that
They showed
game's
it off
pretty
in
cool.
this direct though. Does that mean there's a sequel coming out?
There is an Unraveled 2. I don't know if it's out yet or not, though.
Starlink is actually not part of the Star Fox world. It's a relatable title under Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
I was like,
really odd. I don't understand the point of that. But Star Fox really went downhill like after the Nintendo
Unravel 2 came
64.
out last year.
I know you really can't you can't get any better than Star Fox 64. Like, what is there? Like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm
A
sure you could
barrel
come up
roll?
with some better idea, but shoot, me.
I think taking Star Fox out of the ship was a bad idea. It's just, I don't know, like that was Star Fox to me. Like Star Fox was.
Oh, it was
spaceships.
It was Unravel 2 that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's just they're porting it to the Switch.
Yeah.
Like I think like Star Fox was just a spaceship fighting game. Like that's just what it was back in the day for me as a kid. So after you took Star Fox and all the characters and put them on a planet with dinosaurs and
Yeah,
started
that game
doing
was
all that weird
great.
shit, like I don't know, not really barking up the tree for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
that
Star
shit was
Trek became
weird.
Turok.
What?
What?
Rune Factory 4.
I don't even know
I've
what that
never
shit is.
played any of these.
Never played it, but they announced the 5th one. So if you're into that, hype. Slay
If not,
Monsters.
hype.
Slay Monsters. I have no fucking clue what that is. Now Yoshi.
It's a new game. Oninaki.
Yes, that one. That one. Didn't care for it. It kind of reminded me of. Fuck, what was that
Link to
game?
the Past.
No. Moo.
Shinmu.
No.
What are you doing this game?
PlayStation.
It's made by Square. It's
Chrono
basically it's basically I Am Setsuna or Last Sphere or Lost Sphere or whatever those games are. It's basically just another JRPG that Square makes. That is basically just insert non-Final Fantasy characters into a Final Fantasy-esque game. Their basic usual formula.
Yeah, traveling back and forth between the living and the dead world or whatever it was, and then using the power of the souls as weapons is pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that one was kind of neat. The more I looked at it, like watching the gameplay, it did look all right, but I don't know. JRPGs really just aren't my thing.
Dude,
No.
I really want to like them, but I can't like get into it to the like full potential of it, and I always end up fucking just dying off. Like this is the same thing every single time with fucking Xenoblade and all that stuff. Like I don't know. It's really fucking hard for me to get into it. Now Yoshi's Crafted World, on the other hand, that's something I can get into.
Not interested.
What the
That
fuck?
looks pretty cool.
Yes, it
I
does.
just- I like the art styles of those games and everything, but it's just like epic yarn. Like I don't know. Can't really get into it.
It's just a platform with a quirk. Like
Yeah.
that's all it is. So the big one here, probably the biggest announcement of the entire Direct,
Dead by Daylight.
Tetris 99.
Baby, we're back, boys.
I actually really like the concept of that game. Like, I don't know why, but it screams like, why haven't they done that ever?
I just think it's
Yeah.
super cool because it's Battle Royale is a not so good anymore genre. Like, I mean, it's played out at this point, but the only people that were doing Battle Royales were first-person shooters. I mean, I could be wrong. There could be other games that I don't know about, but this is the first like actual announcement of a game that's not a first-person shooter that is a Battle Royale.
Wasn't Magica kind of like a Battle Royale?
Magica.
Magica? Wizard Wars?
Oh, I mean, not really. That was like a team-based arena game.
There was Team and then there was Free For All, wasn't there?
I wouldn't consider like anything with like 10 or less players a battle royale. Because then, I mean, even then, I don't think those were like last man standing kind of deals. It was just like arena, like kill the enemy team, gain points, etc.
So, Super Mario.
I would think I would.
With the balloons doesn't count.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's some sort of statistic on what needs to be in a game to consider it a battle royale.
The only important one was Totally Accurate and Cuisine Royale.
Cuisine Royale was pretty good.
Fucking Uber Pan of bullet deflection, lightsaber insta-kill noises.
Everything you need.
Yeah, that was it.
I feel like you would get into Tetris 99. Like you're into puzzle games. Maybe not puzzle games itself, but like you like to do puzzles and stuff. And I mean, why not try to be the best puzzler? That's the concept.
Sitting at lunch with you, and I was playing Unblock Me, and I would just like speed through the levels, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Is that the one where you had to get the red block off the screen?
Yeah.
That
That's hard.
I loved that game. I played all the way through what they had years ago, but I remember playing that on like my fucking like Droid 2, like really long time ago.
I can't remember how many levels I beat. I beat a lot.
Yeah, he was in like the fucking like 600 range or something. Like he was really high up there.
That's fucking awesome.
I was like, how you do that many? And he was just like, I get bored a lot. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon.
No.
Okay.
Dead by Daylight? Never.
I like the concept of that game, and I think it does really well on PC, but it looked like such a shitty port. Like the graphics are so dumbed down on this like already simple game. Like the maps are not big at all. Like the game is basically just like a small map and menus. I don't see why they had to dumb down the graphics so hard on this just to make it run on the Switch. Like it actually looks like it's fucking like PS2.
I'm not really sold on it. I mean, what's the point of the game? Staying alive?
Yeah.
It's just a 4v1.
Oh.
Like
I like the way that it mechanically works.
I don't know. It seems cool. Like I think I could play it a little bit if I had it, but I don't know if I would buy it.
You can't kill people in that game. You're a killer, but you can't just kill people. You have to like knock them down, and then you have to put them like on like a chain or a hook, and then they have to sit there forever until they bleed out or something, or one of their allies comes and gets them off.
Yeah.
The premise is something like Cthulhu is letting you come back to life or something like that, and he wants offerings, so he doesn't want you to just kill them. He wants like the pleasure of them being tortured or some shit like that. That's how Shane was explaining it.
Gay. So Deltarune, I actually really liked the trailer. Yeah, I really, really liked the trailer for it.
We're gonna put these dogs in the way of any spoilers, and it's just dogs on dogs.
I love just Toby Fox's sense of humor in games already. Which actually Undertale might be a game that I can go actually play. But I thought Deltarune looked really cool. It was a really cool trailer. Let him know what?
About this game.
Oh. Why wouldn't he know?
I don't know.
Oh.
He sleeps a lot. Like a lot.
Oh, that is true.
I like that at the end of the trailer it was like, you can download it now for free!
Yeah.
And then it was like, future chapters will not be free!
That's just a great way to fucking top off that trailer.
Finkel Fantasy?
Daemon Ex Machina.
I don't know how to feel about that game.
Never.
I like mech games. They're cool. But it ain't Armored Core. It ain't working.
Yeah, like that's kind of my issue with all this shit. Like, I'm too strung up on how Armored Core worked, and like even the Gundam games that I've gotten Like I get into them, but after like I play it for like 2 or 3 hours, like there's really like it gets really stale. Like the only thing there's left for me to do is unlock like customizations for my Gundams or for my mechs.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. And then like fighting each other is just kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna stand over here and shoot and hope I hit you. Don't ever get close.
Yeah, Custom Robo Arena really did it the best.
Amazing Island was the best. So, some kind of racing game. I don't even know what the fuck. This
Grid.
Grid, Autosport.
I've seen other Grid games in the past, and they look all right. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Switch actually does like racing like moderately well, especially with like motion controls and stuff like that. So I mean, couldn't hurt. Not gonna buy it myself, but
Yeah, I was gonna say like motion controls do seem really interesting on the Switch since it's already like handheld and wide enough to almost at least feel sort of like a steering wheel.
yeah, all of those phone games that you can, like all of those racing phone games where the gimmick was you can turn your phone and it'll turn the car. Like
You have
that's
accelerometer.
obsolete now. Like fuck off.
Yeah. Hellblade.
I want to play that game just in general. It looks really good.
It does look really cool.
I think it won a lot of awards.
Yeah, it
did.
apparently won a lot of fucking like story awards and kinds of shit like that. It does look kind of interesting. At the very end of the trailer, it does show the monster from Bird Box, but you know, whatever.
Finkel Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Fantasy.
I'm super excited. Like I kind of want to go back and play like Final Fantasy 7 again, since the new one's supposed to come out soon.
Soon. They've been
But-
saying soon for like 5 years.
It's coming to like be the fucking Kingdom Hearts syndrome, and it's probably going to be shit whenever they bring it. So it's going to be kind of
Well,
upsetting.
He was working on Kingdom Hearts 3, and then he was working on 7, and then while he was working on Riku, he was like, "Wow, this guy looks like Noctis. I'm gonna make another Final Fantasy game." And then he's working on Versus 13 again, or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
So he split a bunch of his resources between 3 major titles. That's why Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked, but we're not going to talk about that.
Ricky move. So the first game was Mortal Kombat 11, which actually they were talking about this new character coming to Mortal Kombat 11 where he can control the timer to the match. I think that's super fucking interesting. Like, he has the ability to either add 30 seconds or subtract 30 seconds from the timer. So, if it gets down to the nitty gritty and you have to fucking subtract 30 seconds and you have more health, then that leaves you to win. So, or if you're in a bind and you need to gain an extra 30 seconds to whoop their ass, then boom, you got the extra 30 seconds. Like, I think that's a really fucking cool concept.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's somebody thinking outside the box. Yeah, Unravel 2. It almost reminds me of like Ori and the Black Forest, like just the way that it's drawn.
It's got that real fucking indie game feel.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm going to play it.
Assassin's Creed. Nobody gives a fuck.
That shit looks like
It looks like a HD remake.
yeah. Fucking what the hell's remastered about that? Like, all right. I really liked the first 3 games because those are the only ones that I ended up playing through the whole thing. Because once they got to Black Flag, I was like, back off.
Yeah.
But it looks so dumbed down. Like, I don't know, can't get in it.
Final Fantasy VII, which of course, like anybody who was a fan of Final Fantasy VII is going to be into that.
Finkel Fantasy.
I really do like how none of it is updated. I like how it's the nostalgic, like 4:3 aspect ratio and everything.
I'm not
pretty
100%
fucking kick-ass.
certain, but I think there is going to be a Gunblade class in 14 now with the new update.
That's
That'd
cool.
Be pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
Because in this new update, you're no longer like a warrior of light; you're like a warrior of darkness or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Big change in the
Ooh.
story. I'm excited to see how it goes, but
That was another game I really wish I could have gotten into, but I just can't.
What's your opinion on Final Fantasy IX though?
Ooh.
Because I never really I played like the beginning of the game, and I thought like I don't know, that's the game right before the PS2 started doing Final Fantasy, where it was all like bigger, like major scale, like, you know, not short tiny characters.
Well, let me say this. So this is for anybody who is kind of stuck in a similar situation as my brother. Final Fantasy IX came out at the end of the PlayStation's life, right before the PlayStation 2 debuted, and then of course they did Final Fantasy X, which of course was a huge hit because it had voice acting and yada yada yada. Games that come out at the end of a console's life are usually hidden gems. And there's a few reasons, because generally, I mean, Final Fantasy IX, Square Enix has always been known for doing actual good fucking Final Fantasy games. But at the end of a console's life, the developers usually have a good idea of the capabilities of the console by that time, so they can really push everything they can out of that console, which I think is a great example of Final Fantasy IX, because there are so many things in that game that just, like, I played all the way through Final Fantasy VIII, and I played all the way through Final Fantasy IX, and 9 definitely was, like, technology from a developing standpoint, it was definitely better than 8. Like, they improved on so much. The world map, like how you traverse through the world, stuff like that, like, it looked better, it felt better. There was a lot more variance in, like, mountains and water and stuff like that, so it was definitely pushed further from a developing standpoint. And the story to it was really good. I mean, I had Tenorus there the entire time to kind of help me through the story, because I'm usually trash at remembering things when it comes to a video game story, but I mean, it was actually really fucking good. There's a lot of shit to it, though. You meet this girl. She's from, like, an ancient race of people who could control aeons, which are summons, and she fucking comes along to help you, but she's actually the princess to this rivaling community beside your community, and they think that you stole the princess, so they start coming after you. Turns out that the princess's mom has this, like, evil plan the entire time, but then things blow up even further than that in general Final Fantasy fashion, where the story just keeps scaling larger and larger. It was a great game. Fucking phenomenal. I loved it. I hated the art style, but I loved it.
All right.
There's my thoughts. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon.
Woo!
Never been a fan of Chocobo Mystery Dungeon.
The other night I played a full, like, 8 minutes of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
How'd that go?
A lot of talking. Turned it off.
Final Fantasy IX. We just
Oh man, my brother told me about this game.
It's definitely worth checking out if you've never played it. So, Astral Chain.
This looked really interesting.
I really like the way it looked, actually. The combat seemed really engaging. Like, it seemed really, even if it's going to be like button mashy, kind of like, sorry, Weldon, but kind of how I feel like Bayonetta plays.
Well, it's Platinum Games, so it should.
It just feels really, really cool to watch, so I can't imagine how it would feel to actually play it. Like, it looks flashy, it looks really interesting.
Bayonetta was a button mashy game, but it's also, the higher the difficulties you get, the way more you have to, the way more intricate it is.
The way more buttons you have to push.
Yes, you have to mash all of your buttons at the same time.
Look, my emulator does that all day. It definitely looks cool. It's like a futuristic Bayonetta type game, but I don't know. I liked it. I liked the way it looked. And the
Piece de resistance.
The cream of the crop here at the end, not actual gameplay. Fucking first thing in the trailer. A lot of people said that as soon as they watched the Link's Awakening trailer that they thought it was going to be a Wind Waker remake.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Wind
wait a
Waker
minute.
HD.
I was like, wait a minute. That's no. So,
Dude, I knew as soon as it started, because that's like my favorite Zelda game. And I even have the poster on my wall of the boat getting struck by lightning and him washing up on the shore. Like, I'm ready for it. I don't care. They could release the exact same game from 1994 and I'd be like, woo!
I'd be okay with that. Like, I don't know. So, originally watching this trailer, I hate the way that it looks. I think that Link looks like a fucking toy from the 1950s.
I like it.
But the more that I look at it and the more that I watch it, like, it does kind of grow on me. And
It's charming.
I don't know if it's like just my nostalgia catching up to me, but I really do think I'll end up enjoying it. Like, it does look really, really interesting. I hope that things get revamped and a few things get changed here and there, but
I actually saw an article earlier, I think it was yesterday or the day before, but it was like some game company was like, the Chain Chomp from Mario is in this new Zelda game? It was just like a huge montage of like, hey, in this Zelda game there's a Mario reference, in this Zelda game there's a Mario reference, in this Mario game there's a Zelda reference, in this blah 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 blah, like over and over and over again. This fucking whatever fucking journalist wrote this article was just like, Chain Chomp in the game? Like, holy ass.
it's weird because a lot of things from Zelda were piggybacked off of Mario, and the same goes for Mario.
Yeah.
They're
Even
Nintendo's
in,
two babies, though. They're Nintendo's two big babies.
Mhm.
True.
Not like big babies, like a crybaby, but like
You big baby.
They're the cream to the
pride
crop.
and joy of Nintendo.
I think it's all like Miyamoto though. Like, Miyamoto had such a big part in both of those games as is. So why wouldn't he like have started putting them together? I don't know. Just fucking, I love it. I love Zelda. I hate Ocarina of Time. Anyways,
Ooh.
so Walden actually nominated a
Oh, before we get off Nintendo, I was looking this up. Two things. One, a popular Google search is Nintendo officially announced Waluigi is uncircumcised.
Oh my god.
Not
It's
sure why
true.
that's a thing. But another one is Nintendo is planning to revive a completely, like, utterly canceled, dead and buried title.
Yeah, I saw that, and it's supposed to be something huge.
Yeah. So Donkey Kong 65.
Oh,
Please.
I
You would
actually
have to play it.
I actually may be into that. I actually could purchase all of the copies at Walmart and burn them. I will purchase them all and go to a homeless hangout area and provide fire and heat to the homeless. Because
And whatever other fucking chemicals are going to happen when you burn those cartridges.
everybody will get this bad taste in their mouth.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Apparently,
should be nice.
starting 2 days ago, you can go to Best Buy and get this neat steel book of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Didn't see that,
It's
but
interesting.
that's really cool. I like Steelbook.
I'm fucking done with that game.
Yeah.
I have completed it and finished it to my
extent
maximum
you wanted.
potential. Yeah. All I wanted to do was complete the Pokedex. Funny enough, I said it in the video that I put out, but that's the first Pokedex that I've actually completed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Because,
you finished Goes.
well, yeah. but I
Ooh,
wouldn't,
dumbass.
I wouldn't
There's
say
regionals
that.
in that, kind of like game exclusives.
Yeah, but I was talking about like a main console game. When I was young enough and I remember playing Silver, I got 14 Pokemon away from finishing the Dex. So I was super close on that. And then I didn't play Ruby and Sapphire very much, if at all. I probably remember very little about those games. And then I didn't play Gen 4 or 5, and I played Gen 6, but I didn't give a fuck about the Pokedex.
I was super like I think this one was the same concept for me. Like I don't think I've ever actually filled one out before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean when me and Weldon were in high school, we were playing like the GBA emulators on our phones, and Weldon did do his, and I think I was like 2 or 3 Pokemon away, but I really didn't give a shit. Like I just got out of it to the point where I was like, I don't really want to play this anymore.
He didn't want to play it so much that I had to like harass him to give me the last like 3 exclusives from him that I needed.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even take the regionals that I had, or the exclusives I had to finish it. Because he also had to go and like finish getting the rest of the ones on his game.
Yeah.
So at that, like,
Fire red and leaf green.
yeah. So I was super close on that one, and then on regular Sun and Moon, I had Moon, and I had finished like 2 out of the 4 islands worth of Pokedex entries, and I was really close on the 3rd one, and there wasn't a whole lot left on the 4th one, and I was really close to finishing that one, and I ended up selling that old DS with those games. So recently, Pokemon Moon. On Ultra Moon, I've been playing it a little bit here and there before I go to bed sometimes. I'm working on starting that over again. Since I've actually beat the game, I just got to go back on each island and catch the ones I need and level up the ones that I have to evolve and shit. So
You
it's
think
kind of like a fun little side quest.
think I should play that?
What, Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I feel like
Sucks.
yeah, they're not nearly as good. I feel like you being so like out of the loop with Pokemon, I don't think you would really mind it. You wouldn't be like fucking super purist like, it's not a Pokemon game. But
I mean, I don't know. I just haven't played them like at all. I don't know anything about them. I mean,
I think you would have fun with them.
Short of there being 4 islands and there's no gyms. That's basically the only thing I know.
Yeah. Well, the problem with it is unless you have like an actual capture card for your 3DS, like your frame rate's going to be kind of poop.
Well, maybe. I might test.
I mean, you can test it out. Like, I don't know. Like, I've thought about trying to like record some of my 3DS, but like without a capture card, it's really just like I look at it every time and I'm like, all right, this frame rate is not stable. Like, I can't handle this. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You can look into it, see what you figure out.
Well, if I don't play that, I may play like a
tracks.
No. Actually, okay, so we have about 10 minutes unless you guys want to go over. Ryan's not talked hardly at all today, so I'm assuming he's almost passed out over there.
Tell us about the pickles again.
Wow, Weldon, I have 2016 Dragon Ball Z OP season breakdown. I have a spreadsheet on all of the decks that were used in 2016 with the MPs, the styles, the mastery type. Holy cow, that's old.
I was at GameStop the other day, and they have new games you can play for Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, but they're like in a little metal tin. And from my understanding, you like pick up these little cardboard circles and throw them at the opponent's cardboard like banner to do damage or some stupid shit. It's horrible.
Sick. Let's get into it.
They also have only 3 Dragon Ball Super booster packs at GameStop, so if you do get into that game, it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be pretty scarce out there.
Just like last time.
So, looking at the games that I wanted to play back when I was streaming, I have Xenoblade Chronicles, the original one for the Wii, and Pokemon Silver as my 2 games that I was going to play next. Chrono Trigger, It's probably a good one. I have all of the Final Fantasy games that I've never played before. Ever Oasis, Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, Terra Enigma. Those were fucking so cool. Majora's Mask, the Minish Cap, Twilight Princess HD's on here.
Ooh,
Lost
do Minish
Sphere,
Cap. Minish Cap's awesome.
Mother, the original Mother, and Mother 3.
Mama? And Mama too.
I actually have Octopath Traveler on here. Outlast
Need
2.
to borrow it?
No. Ruby, Platinum, Black, White 2, X, Moon, Ultra Sun, Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana, Sword of Mana, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles X. The last time this was edited was December 13th of 2017. So it's been a while. But I don't know, I guess just go back to this.
I mean, you could. Except you won't, because Minish Cap was the choice. Boom.
The ones in bold were like the ones that I could readily like play, and Minish Cap
It's like-
is in bold.
It's like, as you can see here, the ones in the bold are the ones I don't want to play. And it's only Minish Cap.
Games completed though: Donkey Kong 64.
Oh!
Fuck that game. Earthbound, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 10 2, Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13 2, Final Fantasy 13 3, Final Fantasy 15, A Link to the Path, Breath of the Wild, Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Wind Waker, Outlast, Pokemon Yellow, Resident Evil 7, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario RPG, and Super Mario World. Those are all the
Oof.
games that I completed on stream.
Speaking of Breath of the Wild, you remember the red Zora that hangs out and gives you the thumbs up and the
Zidane?
yeah,
Or no,
It
not
was like-
Zidane. Not Zidane. Sorry, that's from Final Fantasy 9. Huh?
whatever his name is. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
His voice actor is going to be at the RaleighCon.
I really thought you were going to say his voice actor died
Yeah,
for some reason.
Spontaneous combustion. Real mystery.
Interesting.
I
So
don't remember him saying much.
now that we're slowly transitioning away from Nintendo, Weldon has a topic.
That's
Oh,
right.
no
They
problem.
did add foxes to Minecraft. I'm so hyped.
They look cute with their little curls tailed up. Or
I know.
yeah, curls tailed up.
Nobody plays this game anymore.
I was playing it 20 minutes ago, but
Anyway.
Weldon
you
wrote as our new topic, least favorite to worst favorite Kingdom Hearts game. Considering I've only played the first one, I would consider it my least favorite and my worst favorite, unfortunately.
Best one that I played was definitely
No,
Birth by
least
Sleep.
Least favorite. Least favorite.
Least favorite?
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
The worst favorite.
Birth by Sleep.
Ryan?
What?
What are you doing? Are you over there jerking off?
Fucking falling asleep.
What's your least favorite Kingdom Hearts game?
Boo!
The card one.
What's your worst Kingdom Hearts game?
What?
Your worst favorite Kingdom Hearts game?
So my favorite?
No, your worst favorite.
What is the difference in these?
The card one?
I don't know. It's just what Weldon wrote. He said least favorite and then worst favorite.
The card one.
that sounds about right.
All right, for the big reveal, Weldon, what's your least favorite?
Ooh,
I'm sorry, we're all out of
hard
time
one.
today. So,
Thank you so much.
oh, wait, we have one more topic, and Ryan needs to go first so he doesn't fall asleep.
What?
What's one thing that you want to get off your chest?
My
My first hair.
Get these things off me!
Oh man.
That sums it up.
All right. Well, we're gonna head out now so Ryan can go to sleep.
Do the outro.
Dylan, if you'd like to sign us off here.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Shrimp Ride Men podcast. I really hope you guys
said
enjoy.
it backwards. You said it backwards.
The shrimp ride men.
The Shrimp Ride Men podcast.
No.
I really hope you enjoy my new door that I added to the background, and I slid some stuff around. Please enjoy this editing that Craig will add here. Thanks. Thank you, Craig. And I will see you next week. Craig, get out of here.
Recording stopped.